How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, this is a story from a few days ago. Sadly and tragically, it's about the death in custody of 55-year-old William Robinson at my old prison, Forest Bank, who, to be honest, quite frankly, the death rate at that prison over the last few years is shocking, and so is the way the prison's being run. It's being ran by those jokers at Sodexo Justice Services. First things off the bat, before I read the story, I'm going to do my bit at the end, but before that, I would like to extend my thoughts, my prayers and my condolences, and I'm sure all of your condolences as well, to William Robinson's friends and family at this sad and tragic time. The death isn't believed to be COVID-19 related. Looking at the picture of William, God bless him, may rest in peace, it looks like he had struggled with addiction, which is no laughing matter. I'm going to read the story. I'm going to do my bit at the end. Man who stole laptops from Crown Prosecution Service in Manchester dies in prison. The 55-year-old's death is being treated as non-suspicious and non-COVID-19 related. A man who was jailed for stealing laptops containing sensitive information from the offices of the Crown Prosecution Service in Manchester has died in prison. William Robinson, 55, was found dead at Forest Bank Prison in Salford yesterday. This was a few days ago. Matt Spencer, the director, also known as a governor at HMP Forest Bank, said, "We can confirm that sadly there was a death in custody at HMP Forest Bank on Wednesday, the 15th of April. Next of kin have been informed and our thoughts are with them. We will work hard with all relevant authorities and it would be inappropriate to comment further at this stage. There are no suspicious circumstances surrounding the death and it is not linked to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Robinson had been jailed for 44 months in September of 2018 after admitting burglary and breaching a criminal behaviour order. He had been told he would be released on licence after serving half of his sentence. A serial burglar, Mr. Robinson stole 8 laptops containing information about criminal cases from the offices of the CPS in Sunlight House in August of 2018. He had sneaked into the building in Key Street by tailgating someone, entering him legitimately through a door. Manchester Crown Court was told Robinson, who had 67 previous convictions for 144 offences dating back to 1978, 53 of which were for burglary, then climbed the stairs to the second floor where he rifled through CPS staff lockers before making off with the laptops worth a total of £3,000 in stolen backpacks. As he was leaving, CCTV cameras in the stairwell captured a clear image of Robinson, who was barred from entering the city centre after being convicted in 2015 of stealing equipment from a wedding photographer working at the Midland Hotel. A police officer recognised him, and he was arrested 2 days later at his home on Condor Walk in Ardwick. Robinson, who gave his name in court as Billy, made a full and frank admission to the police the court heard. He told officers he had sold the computers, which were never recovered, to a middleman for £200 to pay off a debt. The computers were protected by passwords and were not accessed after the theft. That's the story, guys. Now, like I've said, the sad thing about this case is, like I said, he was a grafter. I don't judge grafters, to be honest with you, as long as they're not targeting old people and stuff like that and vulnerable people. But yeah, he was a general population prisoner. He was 55 years old. Looking at the picture that you can see at the start of the video, Billy, as he liked to be known. I don't know him, I just make that clear. Do not know Billy, aka William. Do not know William Robinson. But my thoughts and prayers are very much with him, his friends and his family at this sad and tragic time. Again, it annoys me how the prison can be so quick to say it wasn't COVID-19 related. If you find a prisoner and he's committed suicide and he's strung up or he's slashed his wrists in a pool of blood, obviously. But like I said, from what I'm being fed from the prisoners within inside the prison, the death is drug related from what I'm hearing. Like I said, I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but like I said, it'd be wrong to speculate. But the facts are, another prisoner has left Forest Bank Prison in a body bag. The death rate, I think there's 11 or 12 deaths in as many years at that prison. And sadly and tragically, it's happening far too often. And body bags are sadly a part as much of the prison life as the corruption, the drugs, the cover-ups, the self-harm, the mental health, the death, misery and despair. It's a sad reality that prison body bags are now a part of prison life. Shouldn't be that way. Prisons are given prison sentences, not death sentences. Now, the sad thing about this case is William Robinson was a matter of days away from being released. That's the hard thing of it. And like I've said, according to prisoners within inside the jail, Billy was addicted to spice. For those that don't know, spice, formerly known as illegal high, now known as a new psychoactive substance. Like I said, people with addictions, guys, like I said, I've been involved with the drug trade. I say that to my shame, I say that to my detriment, but it was the reality. But what now, being away from it, and you see what drugs do to people, the community, they fuel the cycle of crime, and they kill people and they wreck families and everything like that. I didn't see that when I was involved. Now I've stepped back. You can see the wood for the trees now. So yeah, but like I say, people with addiction problems. I've been in homeless hostels. I've never battled with addiction myself, alcohol or drugs or anything like that. I was violent. That was my thing. But people that suffer with addictions, alcohol and drugs, it's normally used as a coping mechanism to suppress things that have happened in their past. Like I said, before most offenders have ever been offenders, guys, they've first been victims, grown up in care, sexually abused, physically abused, emotionally abused, care leavers. It just goes down that way. And like I said, for someone to die in prison, away from the friends, away from the family, is a sad and tragic state. But like I said, imagine that you're in a tiny cell, sharing. You might, if you're not single cell, you're sharing your space with another individual, right? Having to urinate and defecate in front of each other. You're away from your friends, or you're away from your family, you're away from your loved ones, and then you leave prison in a body bag, days away from being released. Like I said, he stole a couple of laptops from the Crown Prosecution Service. Obviously, I don't condone that, but again, when people have got addiction problems, they have to feed that habit, so they've got to do what they've got to do. So £3,000 worth of laptops, you give them to 200 quid to pay off a drug debt, I'm assuming. But like I said, whenever I do these videos, I'm always very aware that 9 times out of 10, when I've done a video on a death in custody, that the friends or the family see the video. The most recent being the sad and tragic passing of 38-year-old Ronnie Gaunt at Risley Prison down in Warrington. Family saw the video and asked me to politely, as respectful as my video was, they just said, please, will you take it down? No problem at all. And it was gone. Again, Forest Bank is, I don't know how Matt Spencer, who was quoted in this story as the director, a director is what private prisons call their governor's director. He couldn't direct a piss up in a brewery. That's the truth of it. He's clinging to power in that prison. Wants to buy a nice little house in Italy and retire and stuff, and he swept corruption under the table, deaths in custody under the table and stuff like that. I won't let these things happen. I didn't get this story out. This wasn't my story. A prison source reached out to the paper and they got the story out. Well done. Like I said, whenever there's a death in custody, I don't like stories like with the Ronnie Gaunt story, for example. I get the story out, but then just thinking, right, they're just going to mention the death, but they absolutely wrote Ronnie Gaunt off. God bless him, may rest in peace, right? And I think that's disgusting. When someone dies in prison, it shouldn't be about the offence. It should be about how they died in prison. But like I said, here at Forest Bank, they said, yep, it'd be inappropriate to comment further. That is a get out of free card that they use so they don't have to go into in depth about the situation. But they're quick to distance themselves from COVID-19 death. That is because even if it was COVID-19 related, they just would stay quiet and they wouldn't say anything because they don't want to cause panic and unrest within our prisons. God bless Ronnie Gaunt, 55-year-old. Sadly and tragically, there's videos circulating on social media. I've got it myself as well, but I will not post it out of respect for his friends and his family. There's actually a video going around on social media of William Robinson, Billy Robinson, body being removed on a gurney in a body bag from the prison. Out of respect for William and his friends and his family, this video is going around of William's body leaving Forest Bank Prison, across the yard, a 10-second clip. I will not post it because I think it's distasteful, I think it's disrespectful, and I'm not about that. At the end of the day, my thoughts and prayers are with William's friends and family at this sad and tragic time. Link in the description below, guys, like I always do. I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Please pay some respects, guys, to William Robinson, aka Billy, in the comment section below. God bless him. May he rest in peace. Cody out.